youngins trying to zoom in with the fits, we had this young dude pull up with a suit. He like a pallbearer. We respected it though. We was like, okay, hello.
Yeah, the old school P's were something else.
Yeah, that's what it came to. Everybody have colors. It was an organization.
Yeah, I grew up in Chicago, and I remember. Or before we get into this, I got to say I want to say this is just acting. As far as anyone's concerned, this is not real. This is all pretend, just to protect the.
I'm just a college student. You hear me? I'm just studying the game, and I like the way it went, and I want to.
This is as far as anyone's concerned. This is an audition.
Hello.
There we go. So now we can talk freely. I'm from Chicago, and I remember clearly. I remember in Chicago, a P will pull up in a total custom like Cadillac, Lincoln, Continental, Rolls Royce, whatever, customized to the hilt.
Some spectacular.
With a fedora, with a feather, and the custom everything on his.
Hello.
And the people would pull up, see him pulling through, and he'd park his car, and people would come. Kids would come running. Everybody would come running like he's a celebrity. And he'd be giving out money sometimes. He'd be helping people. He'd be doing good deeds. It was like, what the fuck is like? It was crazy. It was like excitement every time he pulled up.
Yeah.
And it's deteriorated over the years into something like now. It's just an embarrassment.
It's a whole gimmick now. Everybody's somebody. You hear me? Everybody's somebody. At the end of the day.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
You're 30. You're a kid.
I'm 30. I feel like I'm 60, but at the end of the day, it is what it ain't what it is.
And how'd you get introduced to this?
Man, that's crazy. I was, me, I'm a city boy, so gang banging, all that, that's what we was into. You hear me? So at the end of the day, it was me and my boy JP. We went to Vegas with my boy T3. We didn't know what was going on. We gang banging, we in the city. But we went to Vegas with T3. I'm selling dope. You hear me? It's $100 a gram in Vegas. You hear me? So I'm selling dope. He a pimp. I don't know no pimp. We gangbang. We doing our thing. You hear me? So we in his room. His bitch came back with a Rolex, and she excited. We looking like, what the fuck? You got a what? Rolex. His bitch hit for a Rolex, and we ain't know what's going on. He cashed it out. He had almost 6-7 bands in his pocket. It's worth more than that, but he got 6-7 bands off of that. Me and homie JP just looking like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Nigga, that's it? Man, I swear to God, on Pimp God. After that, changed my life. I start looking into it. Me and JP, we think we pimping. We out here just in the city like, yeah, we looking at Sugar Free. Life Jacket was the first Pimp song I listened to. That changed my life too. Then it was, what's the name? Fucking Silky Slim. Changed my life. I started listening to him. I just felt like I was a pimp. I was a pimp. I ain't have no family, grew up as a pimp, nothing like that, but I always had bitches. You hear me? Always had bitches. Always had hoes, always had bitches I was fucking on, and I leave them alone, get another bitch. I was fucking another bitch. I just had bitches. But I never knew that can be a valuable asset when it comes down to.
Is it something a guy can learn?
When it come down to learning,
because a lot of the P's will brag. It's just in me. It was, this is something I was born with. It wasn't something I learned.
See, me, I was always fascinated with women. Like in middle school, my sister teacher asked me, if you could wake up every morning and do something, what would it be? I'll wake up the women. I'll be around girls. I want to be around girls. And that was my answer. But it was just like me, I always used my way of how I looked, how I carried myself to pursue women. You hear me? So it was always about women. Like when I was 11, my cousin lived in Compton near Long Beach Boulevard. Me and my little brother, we used to sneak out my cousin's house. We would spin over my cousin's house on purpose. Sneak out my cousin's house just to go to Long Beach Boulevard, ride the bikes. It was fascinating.
To watch it.
To watch it. It was, I swear to God, on Pimp God, it was fascinating. You hear me? But when I was younger, it looked like the women was older and more bummier. I don't know what it was, but it was just like the gimmick that they put in movies. Like, oh, if you, a prostitute, she's strung out, she nappy hair, she just, you know.
Girls now on Figure,
dirty,
fine.
fire. Hello. Bad as in hello. You better than your baby mama, you did? But at the end of the day, it's like, the blade was so fascinating that I didn't know what it was, but it was something about naked girls that I was fascinated when I was 11, just a young boy. But long story short, the homie bitch hit for a Rolex. Me and the homie, we end up pursuing the game and trying to figure out, we think we big old pimps and all that. We on a blade, you know, doing all this weird ass shit that really wasn't no game. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But at the end of the day, it's like, we pursued it, but we learned as we went.
You learned by making mistakes?
Yes. My first bitch it was 3 months after that. I went to a party, a regular house party. After the party, you know, we, park lot pimp, talk to the bitches, try to get in the bitches' numbers and all that. This bitch rolled up in the BMW. She was leaving. I yelled at her, like, what's up? What's going on? She stopped. Gave her up, like, what's up? Give me your number. She ended up stopping. I got her number. And after that, like, boop, come back to the house and all that and all that. She came back to the house. After she came back to the house, she ended up, talking about, oh, I'm about to go on this date. I'll be back. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? You about to go on this date? Get me fucked up. Like, you about to go with another nigga? You about to go fuck with another nigga? Man, bitch, get on. Like, man, what the fuck? Get me fuck. I'm trying to fuck. You hear me? I think I'm a pimp, but I'm trying to fuck. You hear me? So I'm like, boom, man, fuck you. She like, I'm gonna come back. Man, all right, come back. I'm still trying to fuck. I don't give a fuck what she doing. Come back. She bad. Little Mexican chick named Star. Respectfully, Star. First hoe. She came back. She like, okay. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you got me fucked up. You want to go fuck with another nigga? Well, I'm, hello. She like, I ain't say nothing though. So I'm like, still trying to cap her up. She like, boom, oh, I got this another date. Boom, you want to go? Like, woo, woo. I'm like, go with you to another nigga house? Like, you got me, what? She like, all right. She like, all right, just call me, you can drive, just take me there, and then when I finish, I didn't know what's going on. You hear me? So she ended up doing that and all that. I took her to the Motel 6. She come back to the car with some money and gave me $60. I think she made like $120 or something, but she gave me $60. I'm like, oh, this bitch a hoe. She a prostitute. I'm a pimp. Oh, I'm a pimp. Oh, I'm like, oh. So I didn't say none of that though. So at the end of the day, we went back to the house and all that. So I'm feeling good. I call her home like, hey man, hey P, I got a bitch, man. You hear me? The bitch busting. But the bitch, like, she like cool, she chill and all that. And I'm like, okay, boom. So I'm trying to be big pimp. You hear me? Where we going next? She got me driving the car. I ain't had no whip at the time. She got me driving a little 3 Series BMW. You hear me? Black, nice, and all that. I'm feeling like a big old pimp. I don't know nothing about the game.
How old?
I was how old was I? 19. I was 19. 19. Yep, I was 19. And after that, they say that a real pimp learns the game from a real hoe. You hear me? A real pimp learns the game from a hoe. You hear me? Ain't no nigga just about to come in the game and just be like, oh, I'm a pimp, bitches, we always do. I'm 16, I'm about to just... Nah. A real pimp learns the game from a hoe. You hear me? If I'm lying, I'm flying, Jack. But we went to Alameda, we went to this and all that. She doing this. I'm sitting in the car. I'm acting like I know this shit, but I don't. She telling me like how to move, how to count them. I'm supposed to, hello, you hear me? So I'm learning the game and all that. So I'm chest out, poked out, and you hear me? But other than that, Star was real vibrant. She really put me on my toes. You hear me? But she got my ego up, and I start feeling myself. I start feeling myself, and I end up, you hear me, felt like I was just too big for her and all that because of my ego and what I was learning and what she taught me. You hear me? I bit the hand that feed me, but at the end of the day, I was still eating. But after that, I just started moving. And I just started learning little by little, little by little, little by little. And then I just felt like I was just like, number one, I felt this shit like, it was like, this me. This me.
It felt right?
It was me. This is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. It don't matter what, this is it. I fell in love with it. I started learning the morals of it. I wasn't moving right. And then I started learning the first rule of the game. What'd it say? Before you get yourself, what'd it say, B? Before you get yourself right with the game, get yourself right with God. You hear me? And I didn't know what that meant. And a lot of these motherfuckers, they don't understand that the game God is something real. They don't believe in the game God. They don't know what the game God is. You hear me? But the game God is something real, though. It's something that motherfuckers should really look into when it comes down to the game and learning the aspects and the morals of this shit. Because he will spank you. It is, but it ain't what it is. But
the respect for the game is...
Respect for the game is rules and regulations. How you move will determine how your outcome is to the motherfucking prosper and the motherfucking elevation. Everybody ain't gonna win. It's a lot of motherfuckers out here that's boof. Niggas ain't, they ain't it. You had Supreme on the show, right?
Yeah, I know him.
Oh my God, he touched my heart. When he said that, make him wanna cry, I swear to God on Pimp God, everything he's saying was real.
Yeah, he knows.
The game is a trend. Everybody a pimp. You hear me? Everybody a pimp. But it's like LA is different from South and all that and all that. It's more gangbangers than it is genuine straight pimps. You hear me? We call them pimp streeters. You hear me? It's a gangbanger that respect the game in every way possible. You hear me? But it's like people mix the gangbanging and pimping.
And they're driving it into the ground.
Yeah, and then these new niggas coming around and everybody a pimp and they don't have no morals of the game. They don't know who gang God is. They don't know if you knock a bitch, you supposed to serve. They don't know there's rules with this shit. And that's why it's lovely, because it's rules. You hear me? The rules makes it beautiful. The game is beautiful. The game is beautiful. If everybody follow the rules, this shit will be beautiful. Your bitch is supposed to get knocked. It's supposed to, I didn't sweat niggas' bitches and niggas pulled up with guns. Trying to shoot a nigga. Respectfully. You hear me? I seen it all, done it all. It was like this one dude put up with an Uzi. He put up with an Uzi and all that, like, hey, stop sweating my bitch. If y'all know me, y'all know me. On Pimp Street, Long Beach Boulevard, I'm gonna sweat your bitch. I'm walking to Boston Slauson. If I'm lying, I'm flying, Jack. If I'm lying, I'm flying. If y'all know me, y'all know me. But at the end of the day, I sweat his bitch and all that. He put up with the Uzi. Hey man, sweat my bitch, man. Don't say nothing to her. You got that, Jack. I will not sweat your bitch no more, Jack. Cause I'm not about to end up killing you, or you're not about to kill me over a bitch that's gonna leave you tomorrow, Jack. Respectfully. So 2 days later, I seen him at the gas station. Hey man, I walked up to him. Hey, respectfully, what's going on, bro? What's going on, man? I'm Ducey. Whoa. Hey man, look, I'm just doing my job. You hear me? I don't mean no disrespect towards it. You hear me? I'm just a motherfucker, some game that's trying to, you hear me? Trying to knock the bitch, respectfully. You hear me? I'm just doing my job. He like, oh man, I don't know how this shit go. I'm just a longshoreman, man. I just got this bitch down and I'm just trying to just make some money, man. I'm like, respectfully, bro. It's rules and regulations. I broke it down to him, gave him a little, and you hear me? Like, let a nigga sweat your bitch. You hear me? I gave him the rules. He in the maneuvering, he like, Ducey, man. Hey, appreciate you, man. I apologize, bro. I ain't mean to do all that. I don't know about this shit. I don't know what's going on. After that, I swear to God on Pimp God, every time he see me, he acknowledged me. He'd jump out the car mid-traffic. Ducey, what's going on? Whoa. It's respect, you know? But it's a lot of dudes that's airheads that's just, every action don't need a reaction. You hear me? Some niggas see a gun, pull a gun, or I gotta kill him and all that. Like, I'm calling the homies and all that, like, man, I'm about to blow this nigga, like, whoa, respectfully. But it's like, Ducey, you be over there every day. Well, what if you don't? And your car and all this, they go sit. It's risky. So why would I want to sit there and want to play my cards and go this long route that these niggas out here doing, disrespecting the game and just taking shit into their own hands? Why not chop it up with them? Now, to this day, we cool. But if I went the other route, what that would have got me? You hear me? I'm some gang.
What is it that people, pimps are so hated by most of society? What is it that people don't understand about the game and pimps and
the prosperity, the way you supposed to elevate that woman that you have? You hear me? Pimps was only made for hoes. You hear me? There's hoes out here that's broken. Every bitch out here they're broken. So you never know what they go through in life. Every bitch that I ever talked to, ever had in my stable, I sat there and talked to them. I wanted to learn the darkest, deepest secrets that they ever went through in their life. And I talked to every single one of them. Every single one of them is different and is deep. Like how you do this, and you hear these people's stories, and it is deep. And you people go through so much. I don't judge nobody. I don't judge nobody in this world, because you never know what they go through. That man standing on the corner that asks for change, that man that's out there on drugs, that little teenager that's out there on drugs, you don't know what he been through. You judging him. You don't know what he been through. And it's like people go through a lot of shit, and to sit there and get these females and sex trafficking, I don't know where they get I don't know what the fuck that is, but that's sickening. That's me personally. I'm gonna call the police. You hear me? Respectfully. Sex trafficking? You forcing somebody to what? You taking somebody to what? That's so disrespectful towards, that's demonizing. That's the worst trade possible. But when it comes to pimping, people put pimping in a bad perspective, as if you're forced. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of people out here that's by force, not choice. It's a lot of gorillas out here. It's a lot of people that's just worried about the money.
Yeah, and they give the game a bad name.
That's all they want is the money. They don't give a fuck what this bitch doing, what this bitch want. They want the money. You hear me? So the bitch bring back for 300. He wants 600. He gonna do everything in his power to make her get 600. So that's what the game is fucked up about, because these people don't know the morals of the game. Me personally, I'm not here for the money. I want her mind, body, and soul. If I can build her and make her a better person at the end of the day, and she can get on with her day, I swear to God, on Pimp God, on my soul, I feel more humane. Is that the right word? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Lingo bingo, you know. I'm trying to tune in with you.
Nothing wrong in building.
Yeah, if I can sit there and make her a better person, or teach her something that she didn't know, or put her in position to elevate in any kind of way possible. You hear me? I'll be cool. Cause at the end of the day, a bitch is gonna come, a bitch is gonna go. You hear me? But this comes down to the game and people put it in perspective. I understand it, because it is some fuck ass people out there. It's some gorillas out there. It's some hoe hustlers out there. You hear me? It is. But the only thing that fucks around with a real pimp is a fake 304 or a bullshit bitch. It's a lot of them in this generation. It's a lot. They come in your stable and play with you. They'll pay you while paying somebody else. And what you think, I'm about to just, oh, you can go ahead and pay both of us? Or I'm about to just be like, oh, you fucked me up. You could just leave, go pay him. It's respect at the end of the day. That's just like if somebody come in your household and end up fucking your household over, or selling your products in your house to somebody else. What are you gonna do? You just gonna sit there and just be like, oh, just get out of my house and just leave? He's disrespecting you in every kind of way. You hear me? So it's like, if you let him walk, then your name is bullshit. He's soft. And these bitches get around. A bitch come in your stable and you hear me? You do something to her, she'll leave and talk down on you. And it keep on going, and she on the blade. This bitches that's, and it just passing around like about what she's saying about you, it can go to 16 other bitches. And now your name is looking trash. You simp, you soft, you this, you that, you ain't no real. Now your name is demolished. It's like, that's why every action needs a reaction, but every action don't need a reaction, if it makes sense. But I learned that every action don't need a reaction. And when people go talk about you, people go about you and all that and all that. At the end of the day, if you know your character, you know who you are, that's all that matters. That's, the game is.
But when I ask what people don't understand, it's like in the hood, it's all about survival. And there are ways that people can survive that might require where prostitution comes in the picture, because mowing lawns ain't gonna cut it. Selling drugs isn't gonna cut it sometimes.
It was about that. It was about that. Now it's not. You hear me? It's not about that no more. It's not about survival. It's about the publicity. Like, it's females out here that's hoeing that just like the publicity. They not here to get no money and stay down and stack up and build with individuals. They here just to look good, be cute, be on the blade naked and just look cute. These bitches don't, come on. It's just like these pimps. These niggas ain't got no felonies. These niggas ain't got nothing, but they want to be a pimp. It's like, this generation in it for the publicity. They be in it just to be in it because they want to be a part of something.
Are they making money?
Man, I swear to God on Pimp God, these niggas ain't making no money. They ain't making, because they not no pimp. These bitches running their own program. You hear me? They running their own program. They going out when they want to go out, and he don't want to lose her. And the baddest thing about the game is, once you make a bitch feel like you need her, the bitch take advantage of every single moment of the situation. And these simp ass niggas go into catering to him. And that's what's fucked up about the game. You hear me? Because she with this weak ass simp ass nigga, and then she end up trying to finesse him, and then she end up fagging off on him, trying to give him some pimping, respectfully. I'm some pimping. You hear me? At the end of the day, I swear to God on game God, I ain't never in my life did no fuck shit. I ain't never in my life did no free fuck. I ain't never free fuck no bitch, and anybody on this motherfucker can comment. I cash up you 1,000 on Pimp Street. I ain't never did no free fucking. I ain't never went against my morals with the game. I ain't never sit there and downplay my bitch with another square bitch up in my room, fucking another square bitch while my bitch down. And on Pimp Street, 70% of these niggas, every day, free fucking. Going against the morals. These niggas out here free fucking. These niggas out here doing fuck shit out here, fucking the bitch over. And then now the bitch come to me, she insecure. She thinking that a nigga out here doing some square shit. The bitch is broken even more because these weak ass niggas out here getting in the game and out here misleading her. You hear me?
Is anybody making money?
Making money in this game? I probably say 20% of the game is making money. 20%. Because that's some real stump down home and some real stump down pimping that's really focused on the goal. You hear me? It's 20%. It's some money out here. You hear me? But the potential is that once a bitch feel like, oh, she made enough, these niggas will bring her in because they don't want to lose the bitch. And that's the fucked up thing about it. These niggas don't want to lose the bitch, so they cater to the bitch. And then the bitch come to me, I'm a demon. Oh, I'm not the, what is it, P? I'm reckless. I need a break. I need this, I need that. At the end of the day, it's like they don't have no morals of the goal. Like they just feel like they just want to be out there, just be out there. Then when they out there, they socialize and they chilling. There's no money. I ain't gonna lie to you, Jack. These bitches ain't making no money. I've seen bitches catch 2 dates, go back to their room, pay for their room, and go back to their room and go to sleep. They get by. 20% of the game of people is making money. They making money, respectfully. On Pimp Street. Because I always had this motto, when I used to and all that, I'm a college student, remember that. But you can't come back in until you make quota, respectfully. You hear me? If you don't make either $800 to $1,000 in your day, because I know her potential. You hear me? I know she could. You hear me? But you can't come back in. And I promise you, she makes it every time. Swear to God, on Pimp God. You hear me? Mm-hmm. But it's a lot of niggas that's not game related, that's not really on a bitch neck to really make that kind of money. They make $300, $400 a day. $200 is cool. As long as they pay for their room and buy some weed, as long as the pimp, they're pimp, buy some weed, buy some perks, you know, for gas in this little, and most of them be on the bus. You hear me? Ain't got no cars. Long as she can satisfy him and he can buy some weed and do all that, they good.
What kind of girl do you look for?
Me, I look for a woman that's game related. A woman that's really, really, really mentally, physically, and solely invested in the game. That's just Nowadays it's hard to explain it because you don't really run into them. No.
Does she have to be brainwashed in order to?
Brainwash is not the key. Brainwash is what these bitches is now.
That's what you get to human trafficking almost.
Yeah, brainwash is what these bitches is now. They think that this is a quick dollar. If you want it for the dollar, it's not the game for you. Well, I'm talking about when it comes to a pimp. Well, a hoe, at the end of the day, it is about the dollar. It's about every dollar because these niggas get their dollars and end up, you hear me? Buying a $300 outfit and looking good on a Saturday night. You hear me? And they broke. She just trapped the whole motherfucking day. But it's a whole lot of shit to this shit that it's like you just gotta just sit back and let shit go.
How'd you grow up?
I grew up, my mom, hard worker. My dad, gangbanger. To this day, respectfully. Mike Scott, gangbanging. You hear me? But my mom
and where was this?
Compton.
Compton?
Yeah, Compton, California. But my mom was always hardworking. But it's like the fucked up thing about it that my mom never gave up on us. My mom never turned her back on us. She was always there, but it was something about me and my little brother that we wanted to engage in the street life. It was something about it. Like, me and my little brother, like, we was 15, 16, 17, something like that. We always wanted to go to jail because we seen our older cousins, big homies going to jail, and we just thought it was cool. And my mom always tried to hide us and tried to shield us, protect us from that kind of life. And as boys, we wanted to experience, anything a parent tells us not to do, we do anyway because we want, it's just something about it.
Did you feel like there were other choices for you?
Growing up, I always been different. I always been the one to try something new. To, like me, I tattooed. I made my clothing line. I pursued and trying to be a fireman after high school because I felt like I was playing football. Football didn't work out, and I was trying to get a scholarship. It didn't work out, so I was trying to figure out something. But the only reason why I graduated high school was because of my mom. My mom been to every football game, never missed one football game. I remember her car got messed up and she took the bus to 3 football games just to come see me play. My team was weak as fuck, respectfully. But she never missed a game. You hear me? And I respect her, and that would push me to graduate high school.
That's important for a kid.
Yeah, to see my mom, because I realized in 11th grade what I was putting my mom through. I was bad. We was bad. School called my mom every single day. My mom got off work and came to school no matter what, but we didn't know what was putting her through. You hear me? But I realized that in 11th grade. All the shit I was putting her through, but it was like damn, that's fucked up. You hear me? And she always worked, so she never had time to see what we was doing. We was robbing houses, we was flocking, we was doing all kind of shit. But my mom, she never knew because she was always working. And we always did shit until we start catching cases and police raiding our houses for no reason. Then she trying to figure out what's going on. And she always had our back though. Even when we got into school, in trouble at school, she always had our back. Or the teacher was wrong, she always protected us. She always was there, like she never, but when we got to the house, we knew what was up.
Where was your dad?
My dad, he was there, but he was always in the pen. You hear me? He was always in jail, he was always in the pen. But my dad always, every Christmas, he'll send us something. Every birthday, he'll send us something from the pen. You hear me? He was always engaged. Like my dad, he used to fuck me up, but I was a daddy's boy. Even though he like fucked me up and all that, I was my daddy. And even when my dad used to call from the pen and all that, I used to want to talk to him, but my brothers and sisters was like, I'm not here. And I used to be like, that's fucked up. Like it's our daddy like. But it's like, you hear me? I understand why, but he wasn't fully invested in us, so they wasn't, you know, they didn't give that same energy. So, but I always was a daddy's boy because I always felt that I was like, mentally, I was always strong mentally since I was a kid. But I did everything that you could think of. I tried to join the Army. After 12th grade, I caught a felony and all that. Burglaries, robberies, possession of firearms, and that fucked me up because I was gangbanging during that time. After high school, I was on house arrest playing football, high school football.
No other. You never saw any other options for you?
My only way out, growing up in the city, only way out was football. Only way out was football.
And if you're not,
if you didn't do football, if you didn't
get a scholarship,
it was what get a job. And me, my mentality, I was never a get a job type dude. I was always want to do something bigger. I started my own business. I did my I did online businesses. But I'm never consistent. That's what fucked me up. I was never consistent. If something didn't work, I jumped to the next. And that's why I always had a different trade from everything. Fixing cars, making clothes, starting clothing lines, photography, tattooing, I did all kind of shit. But it's like, I always tried to find something bigger, but nothing ever worked out for me. And it was like, I was trying to find it. Fuck, let me go to the Army. Denied. The Army, Marines, Air Force, denied me. You hear me? And that's what fucked me up. And then I started applying for jobs because I was a felon now. I got emails, I swear to God, on Pimp God, I got emails talking about, you are not qualified for this job. Your background check do not check out. So it discouraged me in a way. You hear me? So, but in our world, the only way to get a job is in a warehouse. You hear me? Agencies, staffing agencies, you go get a job, you'll get a job at the warehouse. That's what everybody started doing now. Now everybody doing warehouse jobs. You hear me? Forklift. So now first I was doing regular little working trucks and all that, and it's hectic. And everybody that work warehouse, they know it's hectic. You hear me? You get paid what? How much you get paid? $300 a week? What? Bust my ass. Then I was like, boom, let me elevate. Forklift driver.
You can make that in an hour here.
Man, I don't think I can. Hello. If I ever put on a motherfucking team shirt, I'd probably kill myself, Jack. I don't know, man. If I ever go back to a 9-to-5, man, you gotta be real humble. You gotta go through some shit to engage in the game and then go back to a 9-to-5. Because at the end of the day, it's about elevation. If you in this game and you just in it just to spend, and that's where I fucked up at. I didn't really have, 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 I didn't really any morals with this shit until I learned. Now it's all about elevation. Niggas can get some money and they can spend it, but it's like, what are you gonna do with it? There's so much shit that you can do with it. So much shit that's out there for free that you can really sit there and really learn and put it to your own life and just elevate. Like when it comes to credit, when it comes to businesses, LLCs, when it comes to, you getting all this money. We getting all this money. All this money. Imagine it. What is it? That's $1,000. But say, let's go $600. Let's go $500 a day. Boom. Respectfully, I'm gonna have her do the little calculations. $500 a day, a week. That's what? 500 times 7?
35.
3,500? A week.
A week.
And that's $500 a day.
One girl though.
One girl. $500 a day. A week, 3,500, right? 3,500. What would you do with $3,500 a week? Some people get paid that much a week or whatever, and that's only $500. Okay. 3,500 times what? What is that? 3 weeks in a month or 4 weeks in a month?
4.
4 weeks in a month. 35 times 7. 4.
14,000.
14,000 a month. What are we doing with it? Buying rooms, buying a bitch some clothes, hair, buying outfits, buying clothes, buying this, buying that.
Nails.
But what are we really doing? What are we really doing? It's stocks, bonds, it's all kind of stuff that we can pursue, but we don't. Because our mentality and me, that's what I'm fucking up at. How can you put yourself in position to win with this money that you get now? It's like, what are you doing it for? And that's what we brainwash with us youngins. We brainwash with just getting the money and just, let's have fun. The bitch gonna come, the bitch gonna make it, the bitch gonna do it. Let's just have fun. Whoa, let's go buy another car. Let's go buy another this, buy another that. But it's like, then what? And that's where I fucked up at. And that's where my elevation in the game, that's where I'm trying to elevate in my life. You hear me? I got the morals down. It ain't one fuck shit, it ain't one square shit that I did in this game on Pimp Street. Probably in the past, but when it comes down to my name now, you can ask anybody in this game right now. My name is solid. But it's like, what are you gonna do now when it comes down to elevation? And that's fucked up, and that's where making money. What you say, is it money in this game? It's money in this game. But with this generation, it's not.
Everyone's chasing fast money.
Everybody think it's fast money, but it's dangerous. It's dangerous money. You hear me? Like, I know a partner, hello, that beat 2 cases. Pimping and pandering. They caught him coming from Oakland, did some whistling, and he beat the case. Hello. OC, what is it? No. Pomona. Boom. Caught the bitch with the woo wop wop and all that. They had the bitch and all that. The bitch didn't say nothing, all that. He beat the case. Hello. It's a lot of shit in this game that's really dangerous, and people think this shit is just fast money, just cute and just cuddly, and just bitches be out there having niggas and these niggas can just break on a bitch for some money for $100. It's cute, right? Hello. Look at the statistics about the game, though. How many motherfuckers have been caught with sex trafficking? That's called, they're pimps, though. Hit with sex trafficking because they miss pimping. It's dangerous. It's just scary. And these bitches that they think that and it's minors, man, these minors. If you look up social media in LA, there's a no-go. No-go. If you're a minor, it's a no-go. You getting beat up, you getting chased off the blade, you getting stripped. Ain't no minors on that blade. Ain't no minors on Long Beach Boulevard on that for sure. Minors is a no-go.
They get chased out.
What? Hitting by cars and all that. The fuck? In Arizona, they just passed a law that if you get caught with a minor, it's a life sentence. Some shit like that. What was the prop called? Some shit like that. The legislation that just passed. If Arizona, you get caught with a minor, you get in life. If I probably don't know. Hey, I seen it on social media and all that in all life. If it's right, it's right. If it's hello, just be careful. You little sex traffickers. Hello. Respectfully. But it's just like, these niggas is, hey, wow, man, they want $1. They want $1, man. These niggas want $1 off the street. Hey, man, they gonna get it. Hey, man, you want $1? Go ahead, chase it. I want the game. I want the game. Say it again, I want the game. You hear me? It's my motto, man.
You're gonna do it smarter than everybody else?
Hey, in the past when I was doing it, hello. But one thing for sure, two things I do know, every pimp ain't a pro and every hoe ain't a 304. One thing for sure, two things I do know, every pimp ain't a pro and every hoe ain't a 304. Get your $1. Hello. I'm just saying. Respectfully. Respectfully. Every pimp ain't a pro, Jack. And every hoe ain't a 304. You get caught with this bitch because you want to get yours a quick $1? Go ahead. This little bitch that got out of high school that just been home for a year and all that. Yeah, let them hit her with, we're going to take your baby and we're going to give you 2 years. Man, better yet, we're going to give you 3 months in jail if you don't give up him. Yeah, him is him. He's right there, Jack. Pimp Street. If I'm lying, I'm flying. These bitches don't give a fuck about you, Jack. Once these new bitches get treated wrong, on my mama, DM next nigga on Pimp Street. They gonna DM the next nigga on Pimp Street. They go pick the bitch up with no fee. Yeah, you niggas is doing no fees. Me respectfully, I'm gonna give you a little. I don't do fees. I don't do $1 because a bitch can give you $1,000. A bitch can give you $500,000. In fact, off the next day. I swear to God. I want your mind, body, and soul. If a bitch can't complete a 24-hour bleed, I cut a 24-hour bleed, respectfully. Let me, hello. A 24-hour bleed. Keep the bitch down. The bitch wanna choose? Keep the bitch down for 24 hours. 24 hours. 24 hours, when you pull back up, if that bitch still down, she down for you. Don't pick the bitch up. Don't do nothing. Don't do, you can watch her, make sure she's still down at the end of the day. If a bitch completed a 24-hour bleed, I swear to God, she down for you, she down for you. That's how you can tell a bitch if really, really dedicated to you. You don't need no fee. A fee what? These niggas doing fees. And most of these niggas, I swear to God, you niggas is not collecting fees from these hoes. They're not collecting fees. There's no fees. I swear to God on my kids. A pimp talking about, the 35,000 feet. Oh man, on my mom. These niggas will pick the bitch up for free and talking about, you gotta work your fee while the bitch is still in his stable. You hear me? This generation, do you hear me about this generation? They're not collecting fees. They're picking the bitch up and they got the bitch down, living in their room, doing this, feeding them and all that, talking about, you're working on your fee. On Pimp Street, the bitch ain't working her fee. The bitch is in your stable for free. I promise to God. These niggas talking about a fee. Ain't nobody, these bitches ain't got, it ain't enough money out here for a bitch to really run up motherfucking 10 bands and bring us a Pippin. These bitches ain't running no fee. These niggas ain't collecting fees. These niggas is boogazy. Give me a 24-hour bleed, and it's gonna see if you mines or not. Leave a bitch out there for 24 hours and see if she gonna stay down for you. 24 hours, you know how long that is? Try it. Leave your girlfriend out there just for 24 hours. If you love me, baby, stay out here outside for 24 hours and I know you love me. See if she complete it. 6 to 6. And see if she's still there. Determine your love. Determine her loyal dedication. Put it down for 24 hours. Now that I said that, I swear to God, on Pimp God, watch niggas use that. A lot of them ain't gonna make it.
All right. Ducey, thank you so much.
It's a movie, Jack. It's a movie. I'm just trying to win. Hello.
Thank you, man.
It's a movie, man.
Welcome to the infamous Fig, where the night comes alive in ways you ain't never seen before. This ain't just any street. Nah. This right here is a playground for the bold, the hustlers, the pimps, and the slickest con artists in the game. Women out here barely covered, turning heads with every step. They know the hustle. They know it well. There's no other place in the world like it. The best of the best work these streets, making moves when the sun goes down, when the real money starts flowing. What exchanges hands between a woman and her clients on Fig, well, it's more than most can ever dream of. Tonight, we're taking you deep into the life of a 304, showing you the world through the eyes of those who live and breathe this hustle. Buckle the fuck up, and let us take you on a journey you won't never forget. Welcome to Fig.